Today, I'm going to be showing you a way that you can win gunfights against people 10 times better than you. That's right, it's not going to be no clickbait. This is an actual way to win fights against people so much better than you. And the best thing about this is you can use it at any level. It takes absolutely no time to train or anything like that. Of course, it's going to take a little bit of time to get really like efficient with it, but you could do this right now. It doesn't matter what skill set you are. It doesn't matter anything. All right, let's get into it. It's going to be using and basically, how do I describe? Okay, it's gonna be using off angles, right? This is the main concept behind this. I wanted to make a video about how we can use off angles to basically win more gunfights, and I'm gonna show you a few things here, and then we can, yeah, we're just gonna talk about it. Okay, so for example, if you guys don't play competitive just yet, I've been playing a lot of CMGs, which is a website where you can play competitive, but you can use it multiplayer or whatever it may be. I'm just going to go through the concept before rank plays out. So this is the hardpoint right now on Den. This is the map we're on currently, and this is the hardpoint right here, okay? So for now, let's just assume my teammate is on the time, okay? My teammate is sitting right here. Now, let's just say somebody's pushed out and they're sitting here, for example, and they're kind of crouching, they're doing their thing, they're maybe shouldering for information like this, okay? If I'm teammate 1 and I'm shouldering for information, this is not a bad spot. This isn't a bad spot at all. I'm watching the front. Now, I've done a lot of coaching this year, and let's just say this player is a platinum player, okay? And he's kind of watching the front like this, and he's posted up. Then on the other side, we're going to go as the opponent's POV, and let's just say this is the crimson player, right? So he's coming off this side, he's coming off spool, he's going through, he's going to pre-aim. As soon as he sees him there, this is a gunfight that the platinum probably should win from that side, but the crimson, if he slide cancels, starts strafing and shooting, he may win that because he has better gun skill, he's able to camera the corner, and by the time that player, the platinum player, reacts, he's probably dead. So what I recommend doing, okay, is yes, you could sit here and it's still a good spot. If you're the same level as the opponent, you can get away with this. It's a good spot. But what I like to do is have somebody around here, maybe getting information, but I like to play a freebie. And this is where the off angles come in. So for example, this corner right here, okay, the opponents are coming through this side. My teammate's holding that side. So let's just say I'm sitting here. If I'm sitting in this window, again, it's not a bad spot. Let's say I'm sitting right here. It's definitely not a terrible spot. The only thing is, you have to, this is the way I look at the game, is I look at the opponent's crosshair, right? So this thing in the middle of my screen, this blue crosshair, I look at the opponent and I see, right, if I'm standing here and I'm doing that, and I'm going around like that, I'm going to see the opponent. So I'm always kind of giving them a fight. If I'm in that window, the opponent's coming from here, you're always giving them a fight because you're looking at each other. Yes, you have more cover and stuff, right? There's layers to it, but you're giving them a fight. What I like to do is, let's say the opponent's running like that and going through, trying to get through like that. Where have they never looked once? Where is their crosshair facing? Well, let's slow this down. As I go through like this, I check that. I might try to jump over. I'm always facing this way. So this is where I like to sit right here. Right here, just in a corner like this. And I actually have a video. I want to show, let me get this out actually. Let me show you exactly how this worked in a game, in an actual CMG wager. Okay, so what we have right now is actually round 11 on this exact map. And what we have here is me and Orksy going towards A, okay? So that's my teammate behind me, and we're going to go towards the A bomb site. So what I've said to him is he was actually singling A the whole time, and I said, right, I'm going to help you this round. And we realized that a lot of the time they kind of put the pressure onto A. So look what I do right here. Off the break, I go and I just hide in this corner. Straight away, I literally hide in this corner, okay? Now, my teammate, Orksy, as you can see right, they end up dying. So the first thing, whenever you're going to set up a plan like this, is to make sure you're playing your life. I actually said to him after, even though we end up winning this round, and I'll show you what we do, I said it was actually a bad play from him, okay? And let me explain why. If you look at the minimap, he was over there. He doesn't need to challenge these people. And like the reason why I like this, and I wanted to make a video on this exact moment, is because it actually happened, and I'm going to show you what kind of like the layers to this, okay? So when I'm sitting here, right here in this exact moment, I want them to run past. Now, if my teammate's dead, if my teammate is not here, this is where he was, right? He dies. If he's not here, then a good player on the enemy team, they may check the spot I'm sitting in, right? They may go through. So we're on search and destroy. They're trying to, the bomb's literally in there. So they're going through. They may actually do this, check that, and check that corner because it's not an obvious corner, but it's a spot that people use because it's a good spot, right? It's an off angle. So they could check it if we have no one helping us, right? So that's one thing you have to be careful for. So the best way to do this is have someone watching over. If Orksy stayed alive and just kept shouldering this, shooting and backing away, maybe shooting and going through the window or something, even if he was at the window like this and like kind of backing away and trying to just bring attention, what he could have done is, let's say he shoulders it, shoots and backs away, then they like think it's clear, right? Then they're going to run and chase him. That's when I'm able to activate, and that's when I'm able to get the kill. But you're going to see, even though Orcsy dies, look what happens, okay? So this is why it's so important. So look what happens. We go through. I'm just going to wait. They don't really expect this, and that's what you want. Look at that. They go through, they end up jumping across. Now I get the first kill. So again, best case scenario, Orcsy plays his life then, doesn't die. Now we're in a 4v3 and I'm able to get out. Okay, now this is layer 2 to this. So layer 1 is off angles. So even if this player was better than me, because he wasn't looking at me, I'm able to get a free kill. You can see I actually kill him without taking any health damage, right? And that's so important. The next layer is this. If I'm in this corner, just like I am, and I'm sitting in the corner, I'm tucked in and I wait, then I get the first kill. As soon as I get the first kill, what is the opponent going to do? The opponent, his other teammate, he's going to see a red dot, and that red dot is going to be right over there. Okay, so he's going to do this. He's going to slide and shoot that corner because he's going to try and get the trade. So one thing you want to do is as soon as you get the first kill, reposition and basically take a different angle. So what I did is I repositioned, then I immediately take the fight because it's something that I don't think they're going to be prepared for. And because I have 100% health, I'm actually in a good position, and that's why the trade goes my way. So look what we do here. It actually works out really well. So we get the first kill. As soon as I get the first kill, I just slide cancel, and look at that. I actually see the second, and I end up frying him, right? So all because of the off angle. It's not only the off angle, it's the fact that I get the first kill while maintaining my health advantage. Let's back away and show you this again. So look, we get the first kill in round 11, by the way. Oh, not round 11, but round 10. Look at this, get the first kill. The second we kill him, I now have a decision to make. I could jump away there. I could do whatever I want. If Orcsy was still alive, maybe I just play a bit more passive. Because I knew I was by myself, I kind of have to take a risk here. Because if I die here, my team's in a 3v2. So I actually need to make the play to get a 2-piece. So look, I slide cancel immediately. And if you look around this corner, he was actually expecting me to stay in the corner, and he was challenging that. So we get the kill. As soon as I kill him, another thing. On the same basis, by the way. On the same basis, look what happens here. I want to focus on this bit as well. So we get the first kill, go forward. Now I see 2 of them. So now I'm like, okay, if I stand here, I'm going to die. So as I shoot this first player, look what I do. I back away into cover. Knowing the second player is looking at me. Do you see how I backed away? I'm always using the map to my advantage. Now we go through. I'm just going to back away again, reposition. And now this is something I don't know if a lot of people do, but I tend to do this quite a lot. I always look at the bottom left. Because I know right now, each shot of the Dravik is about 25% of my health. So right now, if he shoots me literally twice, I'm dead. I have to shoot this player 4 times. So right now, look at my health. It's so low. So all I'm going to do is just chill, kind of post up. You see, I'm holding the angle, waiting. And I'm not trying to overcommit. I'm just trying to get a little bit of information. So look, I wait. As soon as my health gets up, now I can challenge him. Back away. I see him going around, go through. And in this moment, as soon as he pushes me, just use a movement, and we're able to get a 3-piece. So we're able to win that round, all because of the off angle. Okay, so the maps just came out, the games just came out. You're going to find different angles and stuff like that, but this is a really good off angle. You want to make sure you're setting up crossfires with your teammates, and even on the other side, the exact same thing, right? So let's just say now we're at a hard point and we're breaking P2. Okay, P2 is right there. That is P2. And let's just say the opponents are coming from this side. So other way around now, opponents are coming from this side, they're going through. Okay, as they're going through, they're going to go through the front, they're going to go through the right. You may have somebody on the time like this. If I'm on the hill, I could be shoulder like this, for example. So if I'm shouldering like this, they're going to be focused on me. So imagine I'm shooting and backing away, and I'm shooting and backing away. Do you know where the off angle is here? A perfect angle, and I've used this so many times. It's right here. Just sit right here. Right here. Just go prone. Just chill. Like that. Now, this is the best thing. Sitting here, I have all the information. I just tell my team, I have your front, I have your front, I have your front. And I wait. And most of the time, what happens is somebody will just run through and jump up. I'm able to shoot them, immediately reposition. Best case scenario, I get a 2-piece. Worst case scenario, I get 1 and get traded. But by the time the opponent, if I'm the opponent now and I'm shooting me, which is Arv, as I'm shooting the Arv, my teammate's on the window and he kills them. So you want to use off angles just to gain that advantage, okay? Let's go in another position here. So let's say this area here, I like to call this lobby. Don't know if it is a lobby, but I call it lobby. So when we're in the hard point on P2, we'll have somebody kind of blocking the back just to make sure that we're maintaining spawns. We can have somebody on time, either helping the front or helping lobby, depending on the scenario. But let's just say we have somebody at the front like that, right? So somebody's sitting in the off angle front. And let's just say we have somebody on time like this. So that's 2 people. Okay, so we have somebody front, somebody time. Then we have somebody at the back. Then we have 1 more person, okay? This is, again, an off angle. If I'm sitting here like this, this is a good spot. This is a good spot because, you know, I have a head glitch, stuff like that. However, as an opponent, if they're coming through middle, they're going to just they're going to expect that spot. So they're going to camera, they're going to expect it. So this is, again, where you want to use your off angles. They're breaking the hill, so they're going to come in like that. They're going to, you know, look for us on the right. So sometimes you just sit like this. Now, they can maybe see me, so maybe you sit like that. Maybe you tuck in like that. And most of the time when I realize I've played this, most of the time when they come through the door, they most of the time check the right. They barely check the left because, again, it's the off angle. Or you can sit here, for example. You just watch the cross. It depends. You just want to sit up in different angles. So right now, for example, if I sit here like this, I've got the whole cross. If they start running through, I go behind them and get the kill. Or maybe you can sit in this window like this and maybe not peek out and just sit like this. Maybe you could sit like that and you can hold the cross. Then you can see him, make him weak, back away. You just want to find different angles to make the game easy for yourself. That's the biggest thing. Or let's just say we have total mid control and we go through. Maybe we sit like, maybe we just try to find a better off angle here, but can't really find one middle. But let's say the next hill, dojo, for example. We call this dojo, right? Let's just say the hard point's here as well, and they're rotating from the back. Another off angle, you can maybe just like, you can hide here. Oh, okay, let me start that again. Sometimes we're on P2 still, okay? We're on P2, and we're watching this back. So we want the spawns here. So P2 is this area, right? This is the second hard point. We want this spawn. We want this spawn. So what happens is, let's just say we're rotating from P1, the first hard point, and they're pushing through, right? And I say to my team, I've got the right, I've got dojo. If I sit here like this, okay, this is a good spot. I've got dojo. However, they're going to expect me here. So I have a high chance of having an actual gunfight. So what I might do sometimes is this. I might say, yeah, I've got your whole dojo. I've got your whole dojo across. I've got your whole dojo across. Just sit right here. Because I've got the whole cross now, right? I don't necessarily have to get the kill straight away. I'm simply just picking up information. So you sometimes want to switch between having a gunfight and having a freebie. Now, if you're playing someone that you think is better than you or have more gun skill than you, or if you're playing in a lobby that's just, you know that they're more experienced than you, I would say play more of these creddy spots. Play more ratty, be more annoying, and look, this is like a guarantee information. Even if I don't get the kill straight away, let's just say right now someone runs past, okay, I wait for a second, I go through, I check the right, no one's there, I go behind him, he's right here, free kill, push up, now I get middle again. And you can just kind of get so many free kills playing like that, playing creddy. And the amount of people that don't do that and just have straight gunfights, I feel like it costs them so much. And then next time we play, they expect that, right? They expect that left corner. They're like, oh, this guy's annoying. The guy always plays left corner. So what do? We sit here. We sit in this dead glitch. We sit here and relax. Why? Because now they're going to predict the left. We sit here, for example, and then they're just going to run past. They might not expect it. Or maybe let's find a better corner. Again, I'm just playing different corners. Or maybe we sit here. Let's just say here, for example. Okay, this is not the best spot, but I'm just showing you as an example. Let's say I'm watching the right cross. If I sit here, like off the bases, they may not expect it. I'm not saying this is the best spot. It's just the concept. Hopefully the concept makes sense of just like how you can use off angles to win more gunfights. Because you don't want to fight people like straight on. Like if I'm doing that and I'm fighting this player, we're both going to have like a 50-50 and it's just about who has more gun skill, who has more finesse, right? But as I'm going through, if I go across like that and then somebody's in this left corner, they're going to get the kill. Or somebody's here, for example, right? Let's just say they're watching the cross. What if they sit here? Imagine they're watching Dojo Cross and they sit here, for example. Imagine I'm watching Dojo Cross and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. And I check, no one's there. Okay, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. I can hear someone, I wait. Then I go through and I'm just watching like this. I get the kill. Like there's so many off angles you can use. Or maybe I sit here. Yo, guys, I got your whole dojo. I got your whole dojo. Imagine I'm watching Dojo from here. My teammate's blocking the spawns. So like we're on P2. Imagine I got a teammate blocking the spawns. I have a teammate on time. And I have a teammate watching middle, and I just say, guys, I've got your whole dojo for the first wave. I've got your whole dojo, got your whole dojo. As they're coming through middle, what they're most likely going to do is this. They're going to come through middle. They're going to go through like that. They're going to try and watch the right. They're going to try and finesse. They're not really going to center. No one's really going to do this in a game. No one's really going to do that. No one's going to check that. It's too paranoid of a spot. Like no one's going to check that random corner, right? So you give yourself a chance to say, right, I'm going to sit right here. Go prone. I'm just going to relax. Go prone. Let them run past. They're going to run past. They're going to get information. Guys, one's dojo, one's dojo. Wait for a second. Okay, there's no one else. Go behind this guy. Get the kill. Then you tuck in middle. go through middle, then you see this guy here, you shoot him, you back away, and now you're basically holding dojo and you're helping your teammate middle. So think about it, the guy you're shooting middle now, you're shooting this guy middle, you back away. Now imagine that guy, okay? So I'm the opponent now. My teammate's going dojo, I'm going through middle, I'm pushing through, my teammate dies dojo, and I'm like, oh shit, so I quickly turn around, I'm trying to watch that. I'm shooting this guy, as I'm shooting that guy, my opponent, who was watching middle, he shifts right, he gets a free kill now. So you're helping your whole team. When you get your one gunfight, the whole map shifts to your advantage. That is why you always want to play your off angles. You want to be smart with it. You want to be annoying with it, okay? I do a lot of coaching, but what I'm trying to do now, and I think this is going to be my best project yet, and I'm working on it, is I'm making a Call of Duty guide. It's going to be a guide for everything. I had one last year for rank play, but what I'm going to do is have one guide. The guide's going to have every single thing. If you look on my description on my YouTube, there'll be a Gumroad link. It's going to be a one-off purchase for £50, I believe $70 or something like that. I don't know what it translates to, but what that will be is one Call of Duty guide. It will have updated graphics, updated templates, updated videos, everything on one guide, one Gumroad link throughout the year. Warzone, multiplayer, competitive. I want to make one place, one guide for everything throughout the year. Keep updating it, and I think you guys will love it. I think if you're trying to get better at Call of Duty, check out the guide. If you can't find it, drop me a message on Discord. The Discord's in the description. Just say, oh, drop me the guide, bro, I need it, and I got you. That guide will be, not only will it be useful now, my goal is to keep it going for next year, the year after, the year after. So if you get it now, you have it forever. That's my goal. One Call of Duty guide, the ArvPlays Call of Duty guide, forever. And then my goal is to get every single person watching, if you're from bronze, all the way to iridescent. Solo queue. That's my goal. It takes a lot of time. It doesn't matter if you're silver, gold, diamond. If you're a working dad with 26 kids, you play 1 hour a week. My goal is to get everyone the ability to at least know what to do to hit iridescent, right? Whether everyone hits it or not is a different story. People have different timings. However, if we can aim for iridescent, I honestly believe even if you're playing 1 hour a week or 2 hours a week, we can at least hit diamond or crim. That's the goal, right? So we want to have all the information there, all the pieces of the puzzle, so you have it, and we're able to go from there. So hope you enjoy the video. The goal is to upload 2 videos a day of like guides and tips and tricks like this. On my second channel, my highlights channel, you'll see a lot of other stuff of just like me playing with subscribers or coaching, stuff like that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, drop like, subscribe. Catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.